What is phrase? So phrase is a group of words. Okay, it is group of words. That means it may have either two words or more than two, but it does not have subject and verb. It is a group of words that has no subject and no verb. Even if see, let's see the example. For example, here the first sentence, I started walking at 5 a.m. last Sunday. So last Sunday it is past tense, and that's why I have used started V2 form, because in past tense we are using V2 form. So here in this second one, I start walking at 5 a.m. or else instead of I, suppose if subject is changed to he or she, so we can say he starts walking at 5 a.m. every day. So as it shows the frequency, everyday action, so we can say it is present tense, and we have used the words V1 and V1 plus S. So this is present tense verb forms V1 and V1 plus S. And in the next sentence you can see I will start walking at 5 a.m. tomorrow. So tomorrow means it's about the future event. So in future event we use the verb form will shall plus V1. So in the past we use V2, in the present we use V1 or V1 plus S or ES with subject he she, and in the future we use will shall plus V1. But if you have noticed, I have used another verb along with this main verb, that is walking. You can see use of walking in all the sentences after the use of main verb. So this main verb decides the tense, and it changes according to the change in tense and even change in the subject. Okay, so they are called finite verbs. They change according to tenses and subject. And now we look at the next verb walking, which remains the same irrespective of whatever tense is it, okay, or whatever the subject here is used. Irrespective of all these things, it does not change, it remains the same. Walking, 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 walking. Whether subject is I or he, it remains walking only. Whether it is past tense, whether it is future, present, it remains the same. It does not change. So it is non-finite verb. And all the helping verbs and to be verbs, is, am, are, has, have, and the auxiliaries, they are also called the finite verbs, because is, am, are becomes was, were in past tense. So it changes its form. Has, have becomes had in past. So can becomes could, may becomes might, will, shall becomes would. So all those who can change their form, according to the tenses of the subject. So they are called the finite verbs. Now I hope you would be clear, but still let us take one more example. We can write it another way also using infinitive. See here, walk plus ing, walking, walking, walking. So it is v1 plus ing is used. So in non-finite verbs we can have either gerund, v1 plus ing, or else 2 plus v1, that is infinitive. So these two are the non-finite verbs which are used after the finite verbs. Sometimes without finite verbs also we can use them. See, I started to walk. I start to walk. He starts. Sorry, here I had to write to walk. I will start to walk. So here you can see started, after started finite verb, we have used 2 plus v1 infinitive. Here also 2 plus v1. Here also 2. So irrespective of past, present, future, it remains the same. So in the first examples we have seen use of gerund, v1 plus ing, that is also non-finite. The second one we have seen 2 plus v1, that is called infinitive, that is also one of the non-finites. So now you must know. Let's go back to the previous slide where it is written that a phrase is a group of words that has no subject and no verb, and even if it has a verb, it is non-finite verb. So in phrase you will find non-finite verbs, gerund and infinitive. So I hope now it's clear to you. So let us see what are the different kinds of phrases are. So first is noun phrase. What is noun phrase? So it functions as a noun. The way we find out the noun, the same way we can find out the noun phrase. And we have to ask question to the verb. Okay, in the sentence, if you are said to find out the phrase and highlight it or underline it or mention it as a, which type of phrase is it. So first of all you need to look for the verb and you have to ask question with what to that verb. If you will ask question to the verb with what, you will get some answer and that answer would be the phrase good habit. Alright, so here is the verb. So you have to ask question to this verb. What is a good habit? So in answer you will get this highlighted part, reading books. So this reading books is made up of two words. So it's a group of words. So it's a phrase. But what kind of phrase is it? It is a noun phrase because when we ask question to the verb with what, we get noun phrase. So again, this is a verb and we have asked question with what to this verb, and ultimately we have got this part as an answer. So this is what called the noun phrase. What is a good habit? So reading books. I hope it would be clear to you. Sometimes noun phrase is used, this is here we can use it as a subject. As a subject also it is used. Sometimes it is used as a direct object or indirect object, like it is used after the finite verb, and uh, as a non-fine as a indirect object also it is used sometimes. So noun phrase can be used as either subject, in place of subject in the beginning, or else as the direct object, or else in the indirect object. And next is the adjective phrase. So it also functions as an adjective, but the difference is here instead of one word we have group of words, and we can find adjective by the question how, and to which word we have to ask this question, to the noun, because noun and adjective mostly they are used in pair. Noun means naming words, name of place, person, thing, birds, animals, etc. So if we want to know something about how that place, person, thing, bird, animal are, if we want to describe them more, so we ask the question with how is it, or what type of it is. So either how, what type of question we have to ask to the noun, and whatever we get in answer that would be adjective. So let's take an example. Now the next and the last is adverb. Functions as an adverb, and we know that adverbs means they add something to the verb. Verb means mostly action verbs. So in action verbs, we just get V1 or V1 plus S or ES or V1 plus INGA, and that way V3 form. So in action verbs, we have to ask question with WH words, WH question, where, why, how long, how often, etc. Means when that action was done, where that action was done, why this action was done, how it was done, how long it was done, and how often it is done. So if we ask, question using such WH question words to the verb, we will get some answer, and that answer would be adverb. If it is one word, then adverb. If it is more than one word, then it is adverb phrase. So let's look at some of the sentences where we can learn and actually test ourselves. Here you are given some highlighted parts. Okay, and we have to identify that highlighted part as the noun, adjective, and adverb phrase. So as I told you in the second slide or third slide, that you have to ask certain questions either to verb or noun. It depends on the question. So if you are given verb, just ask question to the verb with either what or else other WH words. If you will ask question with what and if you will get the answer, then that answer would be the noun. And if you ask question with WH words like when, where, why, which, how, and if you will get answer, then those answers would be adverb phrase. And if you have noun, so you have to ask question to the noun with what type of, and whatever you will get as an answer would be the adjective phrase. So let's look at the first one. I have forgotten to buy crayons. So highlighted part is to buy crayons. When do we get this answer? We have to ask question to the verb have forgotten. With what? I have forgotten what? So in answer we will get this. So by asking question with what to the verb, we get noun phrase. The second one, my sister keeps her calculator in her drawer. So in her drawer is the answer we get by asking question to the verb keeps. So where does your sister keep? Okay, where does she keep? So we have asked question with where to the verb keep, and we have got the answer in her drawer. So ask the question to the verb and got this answer. So it is adverb, because adverbs always modify the verb. Next is birds of feather flock together. Here we are given the noun birds, and we are given verb flock. But do you think that you can get this answer highlighted part by asking question to the flock? No. We will have to ask question to the noun birds. What type of birds flock together? So you get the answer of a feather. So noun is asked the question with what type of, and as a result we get the adjective. Adjectives always describe nouns. Then next is the children climbed the hill to see the panoramic view. So climbed up the hill. So climbed is the verb, and we have to ask question with where. Where did the children climb up? So we get the place up the hill. So verb where, and this one is adverb. And now the last sentence. The garden beside my home is very beautiful. So here we have the garden noun and is verb. But we will not ask question with to is, because we won't get answer. So we let us ask question to the noun, the garden, but what type of garden? Answer is beside my home. So garden is noun and beside my home is adjective. So noun and adjective both are used in pair, because adjective always modifies noun, and verb and adverb also are used in pair. Adverbs always modify the verb. So I hope you would have understood what are the phrases and the types of phrases, what questions we have to ask in order to find them. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.